everybody, it is the Very Vibrant Makeup channel and I'm going to be doing a wear test on a liquid lipstick. Now I had gotten 3 liquid lipsticks, new ones. I'll show you. So the first one I have is the Laura Geller liquid lipstick. This is for the 50 Kisses Lip Locking Liquid Color. And then I have the Lorac Pro liquid lipstick as well. So those ones will be coming up soon. But the first one that I wanted to review, and it was requested by a friend of mine, the Vice lipsticks by Urban Decay. So the packaging is actually similar to the actual lipsticks. I got mine at Macy's with my Shopkicks gift card. And this is supposed to, it claims to be a waterproof, long-lasting liquid lipstick. And it's got 0.17 fluid ounces, which is pretty typical of a liquid lipstick. And yeah, so there's my little Macy's label. Because we had hoped to get some in. We only got half the collection at my store. So that's why I didn't really get one at my store specifically, because we didn't have the color I wanted. But since I had a gift card, I figured why not? I'll just get it over there, see how it is. And then if I like it really a lot, then I can actually, you know, purchase it at my store. So the shade that I got is Rock Steady. There it is right there. And to be honest with you, because I do have the Rock Steady lipstick. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. I do have the Rock Steady lipstick form, so I'm going to swatch them side by side because I want you to see the color difference. This is my favorite red of all time, and it looks so different in the tube. So they're okay. They're pretty similar. So there's the lipstick right there, and then there's the liquid lipstick. I feel like the lipstick version is a bit more bluer red, but that's okay. I do love this lipstick. This is my favorite lipstick. Again, this is the packaging. Vice. And then it has the color on the other side. There's Rock Steady. And then, of course, the packaging on this. Now, let's describe the packaging on the actual tube. To be honest with you, I was underwhelmed by the packaging because it feels like cheap. It's plastic. And I know that that's what these are, but these are a little bit heavier. Like, they're not as... I don't know if you could hear that, but they're a little bit more heavier than this. I do love the old packaging from their lipsticks. This is the old packaging. It's much more heavier. At least for me it was. Yeah, this one is Bad Blood, which I have not used yet, but this is my favorite, second favorite red. But this is the old packaging from Urban Decay, and it feels a little bit heavier. They were a little bit more in price, so that's why I was like, okay, so when they changed the packaging to this guy, it was a little bit cheaper. They did drop the price, which made sense because this is cheaper packaging. But this is really nice packaging for the lipstick. Now for the liquid lipstick, these are just $1 more than the lipsticks. The lipsticks are $17, this is $18. Which isn't bad for Urban Decay. That's actually pretty affordable because normal liquid lipsticks actually cost about 20 bucks. But this one is pretty cheap feeling. It does not feel like an $18 lipstick. It almost feels like a counterfeit item. That, to me, that's what it feels like. So let's go ahead and put it on. I've said enough about the details. So I do have my Carmex on, and I'm just wiping off the excess. I don't typically line my lips because I'm lazy. Alright, so I did have to work at it a little bit because it was really hard. That doe foot is not my favorite. It didn't go on as streaky as some of the colors I swatched in the store because I felt like Blackmail was the most streaky. Now I'm just letting it dry down. I know this is not the best color for my eyeliner because I have purple eyeliner, but oh well. It's very pretty though. Alright, so it's set now. It's a little tacky. A little bit tacky. It looks pretty. It's just very sticky. I'm not sure if I like that. So yeah, right now it is currently 8:11, which I'm going to have to get going soon. But it is 8:11. So I have my phone on the charger. So 8:11. Alright, so I'm going to try and give it as long as I can of wear because I do have to work today. So I'm going to try and see if I can do a last check-in after work, but I kind of want to do one right before I go to work because I want to see if I need to touch up for work, but I'm going to try not to. I wanted to give it the same amount of wear that I gave my Huda one, but at the same time, I don't have all the time in the day to do so. It says starting to get less tacky, but it's still very tacky. Not my favorite formula. So again, it is 8:11 and I'm going to give it as much wear test as I can. I don't give a specific time just because I don't have a whole lot of time. I do have to pick up my daughter from school. I do have to drop her off right now. I have a lot of stuff to do today, like groceries and everything like that. So we will see how it wears throughout the day. It is very cold today, so I'm actually excited. Oh, it's still tacky. I'm actually excited because the cold air will kind of help me determine if it's way dry, because it's very dry in Colorado and usually the air will dry out my skin very bad, and I'm wondering if it will dry this out very good, so that'll be a good kind of weather test I can do. Still looks pretty good. It's still pretty tacky, not as much as it was in the beginning, but it is a little tacky still. So yeah, again, right now time has passed. It's 8:13. I gotta get going because I gotta go drop off my daughter at school, and I will come back in about maybe 4 hours or so and do my first check-in. So I'll see you then. Okay, so this is my first check-in, and it is currently, sorry, it's a little later than usual, but 12:54. I'm hoping I can have time for another check-in right before I go to work. It still remained tacky. I'll zoom you in. Alright, can you... I mean, it hasn't worn much, and this happens with me with all liquid lipsticks, is that I get... Can you see that? Bleeding on the corners of my mouth. That always happens. So there's some bleeding, even though I lined it. You saw me line it. And then, sorry, I'm trying to get my other side. There's some bleeding there. The color has kind of faded on the edges. Not bad on the inner, but look. I don't like that. So it's still pretty tacky. My lips are getting stuck together. Let me do a kiss test. No transfer. When I was drinking my coffee this morning after I filmed my first portion of the video, I didn't notice any transfer on my cup. Maybe on the edges. I don't know. I always do that, but I don't know what it is about my lips, but I always have bleeding right here. That's why I got my ozone, and I line the corners of my mouth because a lot of lipsticks, especially dark lipsticks, will bleed, and I did notice that it bled a little bit, but there is no transfer at all. Still very tacky, kind of uncomfortable for me. Ugh. It's not very powdery. Even when I rub my lips, even though they're tacky, I rub my lips and there's no transfer, so I'm wondering why it's still tacky. But usually if they're tacky, there's some sort of transfer, but there is no transfer on this one. So that's pretty impressive, and it actually has stayed pretty well, being that I've been running around in the cold and I've been just going all around getting groceries and everything, and just, you know, doing a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it stayed pretty well. I usually when I wear liquid lipstick, I will notice how it feels, and I notice how it feels. So it feels uncomfortable to me because it's still tacky. It's not dry. So usually when it's dry, you know, I'll feel it right here crusting, and it isn't doing that, so that's good. But it is tacky. That's my only problem. So again, it is probably 1 o'clock right now, almost 12:57. So it's 12:57. I'm going to do one last check-in about 4 o'clock because I do go to work at 5 today, so I don't want to, you know, I want to reapply it at that portion. So 4 o'clock is a good portion for me, either 3:30 or 4, because I do have to pick up my daughter today, so it just depends on when I can squeeze in time to you know, do the last check-in. If not, if I don't get around to doing it this afternoon, I will try my best to do it tonight, but I kind of don't want to go to work with any kind of wear, but at the same time, it's a good way for me to tell my customers on how the liquid lipstick is working out, and also my associates to see if they really do want to get these liquid lipsticks, because, you know, liquid lipsticks are the best. But I will tell you, for now, I kind of prefer the lipstick formula from Urban Decay, not the liquid lipstick, because my lipstick formula, even though it transfers, it stays put still. Like, the red is still red. Rock Steady in that red is so pretty. This is not Rock Steady. This is not the Rock Steady that I love in the lipstick form. That Rock Steady is gorgeous, but this one, I'm just not feeling it. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. You know, the color, it's not the same. So yeah, I will check in again in a few hours. So I'll see you when I get a chance to. So I will try my best, okay? I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so this is my final check-in. Excuse my oil. I am not touching up right now. I'm gonna wash my face off after this video and get ready for work, but it currently is 3:20 in the afternoon. I feel like that's a reasonable amount of time for me. When I used to work an 8 to 5 job, I used to work from, you know, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and usually about lunchtime would I have to touch up my makeup. But I feel like if I were to wear liquid lipstick, because back then I really didn't wear any liquid lipsticks. I wore just regular lipsticks. Usually I'd wear NYX or Rimmel or Maybelline, stuff like that. I was very, very minimal when it came to makeup. I really didn't go for high-end. The only high-end palette I owned was the Vice 3 palette and the Electric palette. So as you can see, I have advanced a lot in my makeup collection just because I work at I work in the makeup industry or beauty industry, so this is a good way for me to kind of show you how much I've expanded in my knowledge as well. I mean, I've always done my makeup since high school, but I've never really learned different techniques, so I kind of self-taught. But anyways, usually in an 8 to 5 job, around this time would be actually more than what I would need to touch up. Like, this is 3:20, it's almost close to 4, where you almost have an hour left to work, but by then you're not really worried about touching up. So this has lasted a decent amount. Now, mind you, I did eat, don't judge, I ate a sandwich. It was the smoked, was it the double smoked bacon breakfast sandwich from Starbucks. They had them at King Soopers, well, because they have Starbucks and King Soopers. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Colorado's Albertsons or whatever. But it's a very great local grocery store. I love going there to shop because I feel like I get whatever I need and I get fresh produce. But anyways, that's another video. Just kidding, I'm not gonna make a video about that. But anyways, I ate the breakfast sandwich there because they had a deal. It was buy a breakfast sandwich or any kind of sandwich and you get a free grande coffee. Who can pass that up? I really was craving a smoked butterscotch coffee, so I ended up doing that. But I ate that and I drank coffee, so I will show you the wear on my lips. And excuse my shine. Do you see how much it's worn? It is warm. Still very tacky. corners of my mouth are still bleeding. It's worn away pretty badly because I didn't show that sandwich mercy. So yeah, it wore a lot. Has this been comfortable all day? Not really. I mean, it's tacky. You can see my lips sticking together, but I'm gonna see how this layers. I'm gonna put it back on. I think I will reapply it when I go to work, and I'm gonna see if I can find another way to make it more comfortable. I don't know if it's just the lip liner underneath, but I will post an update in this video after I've applied it without liner, or I might just film that really quick, either or. So let's go ahead and layer this guy on and see how well it reapplies. Alright, it's still a little wet, but it seemed to layer pretty nice. There are no dry pieces or anything like that, so it actually layered really, really nice. And again, sorry for the shine, I haven't touched it up today. Alright, so as it's drying down, there's still tack. Do you see how it's sticking together? It doesn't disturb how the lipstick wears or lays on my lips at all. It's not like it's sticking and then taking out pieces or chunks off of my lips. So, I mean, it's just, it layered pretty well. Actually, this is pretty impressive for it being, I don't know. I'm looking at it closer in this mirror I have here. And then notice it is a little bit flaky there, but once you press your finger to it, it's fine. I don't know how I feel about this liquid lipstick. I really don't. I don't know if you can see it. You can see how sticky it is, but there is a lot of texture where it was sticking, and this is set. But if you do pat it down, it goes away, but it's kind of chunky a little bit. Alright, so let's do a quick kiss test. Just because it's got a lot of chunks, that's why I want to do a kiss test. Some transfer, not bad. But layering it, makes it more tacky and gritty. So, alright, let's get into my overall thoughts on this. Alright, so I'm going to run this over. And I'm going pretty hard on that. And nope, just, no, absolutely, it's pretty clean. Just a little bit of red, but definitely waterproof. Alright, so that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and again, excuse me for the grease ball face that I have. I just haven't had time to touch up. I've been running around all over the place, getting groceries, and it's cold outside. It's not fun when it's cold outside and you have to get groceries, and my shoulder's been killing me lately. So the proof is it's waterproof. It really is waterproof. Is it comfortable? Not really. Very sticky, very tacky. I don't like it. I actually prefer just wearing the lipstick version of Rocksteady. I'd rather just pay $1 less for a good lipstick that's comfortable and doesn't feel disgusting on my lips. So yeah, not my favorite formula. Sorry, Urban Decay, you just didn't cut it for me. I am very disappointed that you had all this time to perfect your formula, and I love Urban Decay. I love it to pieces. And this formula is lackluster. I will try a metallized one for you guys just so you can see which finish is better in case you do really want to buy these liquid lipsticks. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.